Hi, everyone. Welcome to Freebird Spirit YouTube channel. Thank you for swinging by and hanging out for a little bit while we do the weekly download for the week of June 26th through July 2nd. So this is the week that kind of pulls us into July. So I have some questions here that came up during my Friday Night Live this week. And so I thought I would use them for the weekly download. And so this show, whatever. Anyways, so without further ado, let's just dive in. And while we're still in June, happy Pride. All right. Okay, so getting started here. Uh, Songson asked, where is Melania hiding? Okay, well, let's look at that. Okay, so you obviously feel that she's hiding somewhere. Well, we haven't seen much of her, have we? And how does she kind of feel about this? What's going on with all of this legal stuff coming down on um, on Donald Trump? So what's going on with Melania, right? All right, so let's take a look here. You know, this it's like she's just into her own gig here. She's focusing on herself, on her own stuff, her own branding, or however you want to say that with her. Um, I see her focused on that. I see like every time something comes in, she just kind of goes, "Okay, here we," like it has nothing to do with me. Um, I feel like she feels like she has people uh, on it protecting her somehow. Uh, However, all that being said, let's take a look at some cards here in regards to that. Uh, what's going on with Melania? What is she? And and she also has her son. She tries to. She just focuses on her job. So her job as being his wife, her job as intel. Um, I'm getting the word intel here with her. Uh, I feel like she's she like knows her role and she's playing it basically. Yeah. Yeah, she's kind of just watching it play out. I do have the Four of Cups with her. She's like not totally happy with him, or with he was supposed to be this King of Pentacles, but that's not happening, or something. Maybe I don't know. She's not all happy with him. She does see the writing on the wall. She does feel like you have that King of Swords coming in at him, coming in on this situation. She But I do get that sense of where she feels like she's kind of on the outside of it with her. So that's interesting. But I feel like she's in New York. If you want to know exactly where she's at, I do feel she's in New York, and my sense there. Um, I kind of what they're showing me is kind of her coming and going from that place that they live there, or her place that she has there. Whoever place this is, I kind of see her, but it, it looks like New York to me. Um, yeah, just kind of doing her own thing, keeping separate from what's going down with him. but playing her role as needed, so to speak. And yeah. There are some hidden things going on with her as well. You have hidden connections there, shadowy stuff. And but you also have the Four of Swords in reverse in regards to her as well. So that's interesting. In re- I just heard throw 3 more cards on her, so I did. There we go. Four of Swords in reverse. Yeah, her time hiding out is coming to an end. Okay. All right. Songson, thank you for the question. Here we go. Constance, who will the GOP donors back in the presidential primary if it's not Trump? Who will they back? I don't recognize this person who's coming forward. So I do feel it's a male. Let's take a look at the cards in regards to any information we might get. I do. I feel like it's a male, actually. I would think, maybe they would have gone with the strong female, but not this time around. Maybe in 28, they'll go with a female, but this time around, I feel like they're sticking with a male. Like, I would think Cheney or something. That would be smart. That would be too smart for them for entertainment purposes only. But I do feel like it's some male. Who is it? Yeah. Another snaky male. It looks like they may be already courting him. Um, it looks like they're courting someone already behind closed doors here, and he's not great, but they have him in the wings. You have that Seven of Swords. This is who he is. That makes me feel like he's just as creepy as Donald Trump for entertainment purposes only. He's just snaky like him. But I feel like they're already courting someone and kind of to get him out there. They want to stick to what they've been kind of the same narrative-ish that they're going with right now, because that seems for them, they feel like that's winning. So, okay. Anything else we can ask in regards to who this person is or where he's from? The Northwest. Mm-hmm. More on him. Interesting. I just heard. Let's see from. Hmm. Anything else that we can get on him? Yeah. Okay. you know, my team's trying with these pictures. I said, where is he from? And you have camouflage, inferno, and magnet. So, but I heard, and will we ever see this person? I don't know, but I do feel they have someone in mind, and I do feel it's a male. And until things are shaken up or whatever, we won't. I wonder if we'll even know. I mean, we might get an idea, but more idea. Maybe some other people, some other readers have more specifics on that, but that's what I'm getting for that. Okay, back to Melania. We have Julie Saunders. Thank you, Julie, for the question. Hi. Have you looked at whether Melania, sorry, I probably say that wrong every time, will be indicted or anything? Will she be indicted? Is she going to get indicted? I'm going to use Andrea's cards. Lilac Lantern cards. Let's see. Will she be indicted? Or anything? Will anything come down on her? I get a sense to that with her. Let's see. I mean, I've never seen that. I feel like everybody's a little bit in trouble, but I don't see that with her. But let's see. Yeah, I don't see that with her. I have the gift in reverse here. Yeah, I don't think so. And yeah. She may need to testify, maybe. Maybe they'll have her talk. See what else we get here with her. But I'm just not getting a sense. I'm getting the sense that it's a no. How's that? Okay. Yeah. As of now, I'm not getting, again, I'm getting a no. It's not, you have that unidentified, and this is the flower in reverse. I just feel like at this time, it's a no. That's what I'm thinking here. All right. Okay. I'm looking at the questions here, and let's see. Okay. I want to talk about what's happening in Russia. You have Wagner, the Wagner chief, who was coming in, and but now, as of now, he has stopped and moving, and he's going to be moving into Belarus. And any charges against him that would have happened are being dropped, and we'll see. But let's talk about this for a second. So, from what I understand, the Wagner chief, and I can't pronounce his name, so that's going to be what I call them. Um, you know, he started out, he opened, I think he opened like, and I'm getting bits and pieces of this story, right? He opened up a restaurant. It became really very, very popular. It was very good. Um, and Putin actually went there, and this guy served him the food and did all this. Well, anyways, I guess Putin was so pleased with it all, offered him a position to be the chef for him and for the Kremlin or whatever. And so that was, he did that. And so, anyways, everything, it was, he just became very wealthy. And I think because he also, he became, he did all the food for the military, and I think, or something. And so all this, that's where he kind of started. Well, then, and then, but he had kind of a background of maybe a background in criminal stuff. I don't know. Anyways, again, bits and pieces of what I gathered. He then started this military thing, this, you know, the mercenaries, is that what they're called? So this military group. Okay, so he started this, and the best of the best, the best of the best, and they, you know, army for hire type of thing, right? And they are the best, and they are brutal. They're known for their brutality, and you know, they get the job done type of thing, right? So um, he started that, and then when this war began against Ukraine, Putin had them hired them to be a part of that, right? Um, and always in the front line. So they would be the front. And so this was beneficial to Putin because his people were dying. It would be this initial front group of people that were dying. And so it wasn't the Russian mothers after him because their babies were dying in the front lines, because it wasn't them. It was this hired group. Well, things went south, you know, as money kind of, they ran out of ammunition, you know, all these things kept happening apparently. And they weren't getting, things weren't, it was like it was falling on deaf ears when he would ask for things for this army, right? The chief of Wagner. And so tensions were building apparently. And then uh, their troops, and this is kind of what sparked this whole thing, they were fired upon, and it was just devastating. It was a devastating and devastating to their army, and devastating losses. It was brutal. And it was pretty well known that it came from their side, which it came from the Russian troops. Wagner, the chief of Wagner, also a piece of this, does not get along with the Russian army. You know, what are they? The big people, the gosh, commanders or whatever. He doesn't get along with them. I guess he so that has been going back and forth with that, and so he felt that yeah, this was the last straw, and so he started the march on Moscow, and he just, if you don't mess with us, we're not going to mess with you. We have, this is what we're doing, and if you get in our way, we will take you out. So if you're a civilian, just stay out of the way, type of thing. We don't want to hurt. We're not after you. We have this goal in mind. And so that's kind of where this is kind of some of the things that I've pieced together to the backstory here. But I would assume pretty frightening, because this group of people, and they also were telling people what Putin's been saying is a lie. Ukraine was never going to fight us, didn't have, all the things is a lie. So they've been telling people that, and also Russian soldiers have left that line and has come over with them, and coming on this march. Anyway, so apparently now they are turning back around, and so he's being sent to Belarus in a deal that ends his insurrection or something. And so what I want to do, and I know that was a long input to get to this point, but I want to look at what's in store for him. Is this a true, as they drop the charges, is this a true, dropping of the charges and all that? So that's kind of what I want to look at. So let's take a look here, because I'm like, I feel like, he's still in danger here. I don't know that, because you know how that is. They say, oh yeah, here you go. You can have, we'll give you this, and you go to Belarus, and all charges dropped. But doesn't it seem a little fishy? And when's the last time you trusted? Okay, so let's take a look. How's this going to turn out for him? Yeah, I don't feel good about this. Okay, well, maybe it is. Maybe, okay, disappointed, but they're coming together in support to put an end to this. This is a new opportunity for him that Russia is giving him, but he will have some restrictions on him. Now, I'm going to leave these cards out because I want to do a layer here, because I think this is a little wonky here with that death card coming out right at the first. But maybe it is just putting an end to it. I just don't feel it's going to end well for him. But they are offering him this. So we have the Band-Aid coming out, putting a stop to this, because it's just not, it wouldn't be good for anyone. What was being said was, Russia, it's a no-win situation if you continue forward. He's going to be watched. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. This was the only thing they could do at this point, but he will be watched. He will be watched. obviously. But this is basically a Band-Aid because it just wasn't, it couldn't go anywhere. It wasn't gonna, they had to do something. And so this was what they came up with. So that's where it is right now. I'm curious to know, because I'm not seeing, like, I'm not getting like their plans to kill him or anything like that. Because that's what I would feel like he was still in danger. Is he still in danger? He, yeah, there's going to be restrictions upon him. I wonder if that is what I was sensing here, if that was the danger or if they were. Hmm. Hmm. Again, they're not telling me with the cards. Huh. Okay. Well, that's what I wanted to look at. And I'm going to go ahead and leave that there. I'm sure over time we're going to have more questions, and hopefully you guys give me questions too to dive in. Maybe there's more questions in regards to that and what's going on with him. I do still feel, as far as Putin goes, him. I feel like he is. I feel he's pissed. He's pissed in regards to this, but also, I mean, can it get any worse? Like, I do feel him being cornered, like backed into a corner. He really, really wants to just, like, this is one of those things that was just like, oh my gosh, the last straw. I like, let me just end this with Ukraine. As far as he definitely, I feel, wants to put his finger on those nukes, but it's not going to happen. I don't see that happening, but I feel he's getting closer to crazy. Okay, let's. He's being what I feel like he's being watched here, but all right. So I feel like he is kind of where I said he was. You have him struggling. You have the 10 of wands and the 5 of swords in combination with the 4 of cups here. He's not in a good place right now. Not he is very not he's very unhappy with where he's at right now with everything that's been going on. He's being pushed. He wants to win at any cost. And that's what I said, and that's what they said. What my team was telling me, that he's really being pushed into this corner and wants to win at all costs, but he just doesn't. I feel like there's a money issue here with this, but I feel like someone's going to come in to help him, to help him with resources. Somebody's going to partner in with him to help him with resources, and uh, but this partnership is not going to end well for him. Something's going to happen with it. So it'll be interesting to see how that plays out. But well, if you can call it interesting, whatever. It's just like, holy cow, really? This is real stuff. Like, this is real deal. but that's what's coming in for Putin. Okay, now's the part where we're gonna go ahead and do the week in advance, kind of. And this is for us, but I also, since we've started all this stuff with Donald Trump, there we will see his energy for the week as well. All the legal stuff coming down on his head. And so I've been adding a line just for him to see that, but the rest is for us. So I'm going to go ahead and pause and do the 7 cards, and we'll go from there. Hold on. Okay, let's dive in. We're going to read these together. I'm smiling because I see some of these cards for Trump. But first, we'll go through the week for us. Okay. And so starting with day 1 or Monday, and again, you can start this whenever, but we're starting it on the 26th if you're following here. So we have the Sun card and the Garden card coming in. So the Sun is bringing in, here we go. Take a look at the Sun. And so Monday is offering, or the first day is offering us a time of clarity and understanding and hope and love. If there's, joy, it's just such a beautiful card. So it brings a really good energy. And when you couple it with the Garden, so for you, this might mean that there's something big about networking with someone, like it's finally coming to the fruition, or something with community. If you can take this more spiritual too, as far as collective conscious. So, but Monday offers a really good day for that type of energy. Okay. So then Tuesday, or the second day, we have the Hermit card coming in. And the stars. Before I move forward, so the prayer of intention for Monday. So let's go back. The prayer of intention with the Garden card coming in and the Sun would be literally to be able to step into the most benevolent outcome in regard, because you have that Sun backing you in regards to where this energy fits for you. Is this a networking? Is this something with a community group? Is this something with something social? Is this connecting into the collective conscious? Is this a spiritual thing that you're doing? Or something? Are you starting a YouTube channel? What is happening for you on Monday? So the prayer of intention would be to step into the most benevolent outcome of that for you. Okay, so back to Tuesday. Sorry. So we have the Hermit and the stars coming in here. So looking at the Hermit first, bringing in, stepping into that inner guidance, right? You've done some self-discovery. You've whether it's been meditation or just taking that introspective on something. It could be any area of your life, where it fits, but you've done the work, and now you're coming down. You're lighting the path now, not only for yourself, but you can do it for others. It's that, and with the stars coupling with that, it's offering you, you are going to know your direction. This is destiny for you at some level. Expansion is happening here. Enlightenment. You're going to be enlightened on Tuesday in regards to something. Guidance, either someone's bringing you the guidance, or you're going to be guiding someone else. This also talks about a psychic enlightenment. So if you are building your psychic abilities, your intuition, and those types of things, There could be an opportunity here coming in to do that. So your prayer of intention on Tuesday would to be to step into your destiny in regards to this enlightenment and expansion for you, wherever it fits for you. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Wednesday, we have the devil and the man. And so this, so interesting, interesting coupling here of these two cards. But something is having you feel that that you're like you're trapped in this, or you're in bondage to this energy, but you're not. And it's a false bondage. It's not real. But however this energy fits, it's like it could be an old narrative that you've told yourself over and over again that you can't do this, you can't do that, but you can. And so it's just basically literally changing that narrative. Change the narrative. Step into your power. Bring out that masculine energy, the cosmic masculine energy, and step out and bring in that new narrative. You are not. This is talking about a self-imposed restriction that you've put on yourself, and it's not real. And so they want you to go ahead and step into your power that day and release it. So your intention here would be to literally connect and sometimes stepping into out of your heart space into and analyze this for what it really is, and step into your true power and release this. So, all right. So that is Wednesday. So Thursday, we have the King of Cups and the Stork. And so the King of Cups here is bringing in that abundance of stability of no matter what's happening, he brings in that stable energy, that stable love, coming from that heart space stability. Phil, as you step into this new phase with that stork, you have the stork coming in here. So there's some positive changes coming in, but it's okay. You've got this with that stable, no matter how it looks in the water. You've been there, done that, and you can overflow with that love. But anyways, there's movement. You've wanted some movement. You've been asking for this, and it is there. So the movement is there for you on Thursday. So your prayer of intention is to really step into this new phase in your own personal growth, wherever this fits, wherever this energy fits, with that King of Cups fill. Step into in that in the energy of that stable love, strong, stable love. You got this. So Friday, we have the Star. And I know you're noticing a trend here. There's a lot of major arcana, which means this is a big week for all of us. This is a big week of really some major destiny playing out here. And lessons could be learned if we want, So this is some major energy playing out this week for us. So on Friday, we have the Star and Grateful coming in. So with that Star energy, this is very positive. So again, I feel like we've had a lot of changes coming in this, like opportunities for change and growth and that type of thing. So that Star is offering on Friday some real hope for you, and you're grateful for that. You have that grateful energy coming in. It also talks about it's been hard, and so now it's almost like stepping into that spirit of gratefulness. It's going to bring that um, calm, that calmness that you need, and releasing anything that could have been difficult, or anyways, this offering bright prospects going forward, and you're just real grateful. The prayer of intention that day would be really, as soon as you wake up that morning, put your feet down on the ground, you're stepping into the energy of gratefulness, that spirit of gratefulness. I'm grateful that I have a pillow. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is, even if it's just like the hardest, like I'm not great. What can I be grateful for? Anything, find it and step into that. And that's going to even open up this energy even more, that star energy for Friday. Saturday, we have the King of Wands and the in intention. So that couples together really well, because the King of Wands, he's that ambitious visionary guy who wants to create, move. He's very creative, and so there's that opportunity. And the intention is moving energy to create positive change. So Saturday is going to offer that for you in one way or another. And so the prayer of intention is intention of moving energy to create positive change. So when you are offered an opportunity that day, always being the intention to be that instrument that creates positive change, right? And then Sunday, July 2nd, we have the Empress, and transformation. So I'm telling you guys, this week is full of big changes, and I'm just being reminded of a message that we received on. If you haven't seen it, you can go back. It's right at the beginning of Newsflash Friday's night show. Make sure to go back and watch that. If you missed it, the beginning, we brought in a message from Dolores Cannon. It kind of reminds me of this whole week playing out. So I'm going to have to go back and listen too, because they just reminded me of that. So if you missed it, it's right at the beginning, Dolores Cannon. Anyway, so we have the Empress and transformation coming in here. And the Empress is bringing in that abundance and product, being productive and creative, and abundance, and reaping what you've sown, and more. And but anyways, just birthing something new could be, but it's transformation. So acknowledging that you are moving towards something new, reaping the rewards of the past, you can see that growing, but then moving forward, because yesterday doesn't, remember, in this transformation period and this week, yesterday doesn't fit anymore. So encouraging us to move forward, because there's something new coming in, right? Okay. All right. So that's it for us for the week. But now is the time that we're going to look at Donald Trump for the week. Okay. So the first day we have coming in, we have the sun, and then there he is. There's no way out. He can't go up, can't go down, and that he's in a really tough spot. We're going to see as more shines through for him, on him. We have yeah, his ego has got him here. There's a lot to do with that as you see that. But anyway, so this is Monday. Tuesday, we're going to, people that were connected with him, we're going to be hearing more about that. There's going to be some major discovery with those who were closely connected with him. We're going to be hearing more about that. On Wednesday, we have, this is him. Usually when I do readings in regards to him, this is him. And so there he is, and clear. You have that clear bubble coming in. So again, some of his downfall and his failure is going to be even more clear. There's that he is absolutely his dishonesty, his downfall is going to be even more clear, that there's no way out of this by Wednesday. So let's see here. All right, so we have for Thursday, the King of Cups and the yellow, which is, for me, the yellow would be like something's going to become clear. It also could be the solar plexus. And when Andrea made these cards, that's what it was representing there, the solar plexus. And it, for this, would be talking about an imbalance, imbalance would be low self-esteem, control issues. You have a very manipulative person, that kind of thing. So there's going to be some of that being shown, but I do feel in this reading, I saw it as something being revealed, even more in the limelight. We're going to see more limelight on him on Thursday. You have that King of Cups that can represent someone in law, that kind of thing here. But someone knowledgeable coming to light here with something on Thursday. Okay. All right. So Friday, we have the Star and bad guy. So I tell you what, again, there is a lot of fate happening here this week, when you have, again, with all these major arcana cards playing out in Donald Trump's life this week, there are lessons to be learned. This is destiny playing out. And so, but then you have the Star and the bad guy here that we're looking at here. And so it's not looking too bright for him, although he will be in the limelight for sure. And we're seeing that all through the cards. But we're going to see some despair here. We're going to start seeing despair. So I know that the card is upright, but when you see it like this, and you have this combination, there's despair. It also talks about his pride, arrogance type of thing as well. It could be playing out, but that's what we're seeing on Friday. So Saturday, we have looking at trying to figure out a future, because the future is in reverse. But you have the King of Wands, and he's all about taking action. He's ambitious. He's trying to figure things out, be creative, trying to find a creative way, because right now he can't see any future. His future has been blocked, and we're seeing that on Saturday. And then Sunday, we have the Empress coming in, if you remember, and the World. And I feel like this, it could, and this has to do with Trump. And I'm wondering if that world and Empress, because the Empress in regards to this type of reading is always Russia for me. And then when you bring the world in, and then they told me these next two cards were part of it. You have truth and the lightning bolt coming in regards to the Empress. And so I feel like we might be hearing some information in regards to Trump and Russia by next, maybe, timing is off, but we will be hearing it. So maybe by next Sunday or whatever. So that's what it looks like for this week. And so blessings to you, and thank you for hanging out. And I know this, did it go longer again? I'm trying to keep these short. So, but when I add that extra line, it always takes it adds on a little more. So appreciate your patience on that. But thank you again for hanging out. Thank you to all who subscribe to my channel. That means a lot. It really does help. Those numbers really do help. So thank you for that. Thank you to all who make those donations to the channel. Blessings to you. Very grateful. And also thank you to the moderators who during the lives who really hold space and keep the chat going. And also a special thank you to all my members. Blessings, love and light to you. Thank you. And thank you to Pat S., who does the timestamps. And thank you to Michelle, who does the little thing that is posted on the community page. It's all written out for the week. So thank you. Blessings all. See you next time.